Hi, today we're going to be making a bookmark. So I have the Koi coloring brush pen, I have the pencil 0.8 point liner, and the Pigma Micron 01 and PN liners, and the Faber-Castell artist pen in brown and gold, Aquafine watercolor inks in red, blue, and yellow, and a water cup, and Sterling Studio brush, and a palette, and a black wing pencil, and watercolor paper, scrap paper, and a ruler. So this is basic. I'm basically going to make a quote, and my paper is 7 by 3. So I'm just finding the middle and doing an inch above and an inch below, and these are kind of my guidelines. And my quote is, do small things with great love. That's just the quote I chose today by Mother Teresa. I'm making this for a gift, but you can keep it. If you're making your own, of course. But mine today is kind of going to be in the middle, I guess, simple-ish. But you can also make yours more. You can add more to yours or less. I'm going to put a bird on the top, but you can do whatever animal you like. You don't even have to make one. So, this font is kind of like cursive, no calligraphy, because usually when I do cursive, it's like slanted. And everything is on the line. But as you can see, the T is kind of hanging lower. The one end of the H is lower than the other end. So, yeah, I like the font a lot, so I'm just kind of going to do it, while making, not like copying it to a T, but kind of just taking what I like from it. It's almost Easter, so we have break and everything. But since it's spring, I have a lot of pollen allergies, so that part isn't that good. But we've done it every year. And if you're wondering why my black wing pencil has some duct tape on it, it's because, when you're sewing, you usually have like this hook thingy that you can use to turn tubes around, or like put elastic or string through it. I basically I bunch it up all on my pencil and then turn it that way, or tape elastic to the pencil and then push the pencil through it, so I can get the elastic through. And this black wing pencil seems just to be the longest. You could probably do this with a paintbrush. So I'm back with my hummingbird. I drew it off camera because whenever I film like this, it's always really uncomfortable to draw, so I just did it this way today. I'm testing which one of the fine liners doesn't smudge with the water, because I'm using watercolor inks. So I'm going to use the Micron one because it seems to be less smudgy. The Koi brush pens do smudge a bit, but they're fine. So I'm basically lightly erasing my sketch and using the light blue for the stomach and the top of the head. I have a picture of a blue hummingbird. I'm kind of roughly following it. And I also have using a diluted blue ink for the rest of the body. The hummingbird picture is has like a lot of silvers in it, and I'm kind of keeping it simple today, also because I can't really draw realistic hummingbirds. But yeah, I'm adding a dark blue on the tips of the wings and kind of blending it out with the stomach and doing it for the tail feathers too. Sorry if it sounds, my voice sounds weird today. It's allergies. I have a clogged nose. And I'm fine lining, not really everything, but the tips of the the wings, and roughly outlining the body. I'm not like outlining the dark blue part of the stomach and stuff, because if you use too much fine liner, it can make or break a drawing. Right? If you do too much liner, it looks smudgy and weird. I don't like the look. The bird kind of reminds me of Stitch. It's like blue tummy, but this is a bird, not an alien. So that's pretty good. I'm wondering which one I want to use for my words, but I'm just going to use this dark blue because I feel like it'll be easier to read. I'm basically just tracing now. Now that it's definitely hotter, I gave Ollie another haircut because I think I didn't go short enough last time. I used the clippers. I know last video I said I didn't like using clippers because I was too scared, but I tried it and I liked it. I used it so, I spent like 2 hours outside with Ollie instead of inside because it was so messy the last time. And I used up all of the battery of the clippers. Now I'm going to do the background. As you can see, it does smudge. So I'm just going to use a diluted version and just color in the background. And now his hair is a lot shorter. Honestly, I think like 1 or 2 pounds of him was just fluff. Like after you cut off a lot of that fluff, he looks so skinny. Well, not so skinny. He looks a lot skinnier than we were used to. As you can see, the part of the small kind of bled. But if you use a slightly damp brush, it seems to be okay. Kind of trying to pick up some of it. The things is starting to bleed a bit too. Just kind of trying to make it neat as possible. Today I went out with him and he seemed to be really hot. Like he would just stay in the shade. I think it's too hot for him still, so he didn't really stay outside that long. So like going around lunchtime probably isn't the best for him. He seems like going outside like more in the afternoon, like around 4-ish, when it's a bit cooler. But I don't know how he's going to deal with the summers here. It's so hot. As you can see, I kind of liked the smudgy thing. I went with a slightly damp brush. Like it has to be like just the right amount of wetness so it doesn't spread out too much. But as you can see, it was kind of like that last step to making it over the top and look weird. I signed it and